Hello, all you beautiful people. This is Intentional Healing, and I am Nicole Bridger. Today, I want to talk to you about why it's okay to feel sad sometimes. I, for one, just recently have been feeling sad because of COVID. We were not able to go back to Canada, where we're from in Vancouver, to visit friends and family and loved ones. And we've been going back every 6 months, and I've just been feeling really sad about not seeing these people that I love so much. And it had me wanting to share with you guys that sometimes it's okay to feel sad. In our society, we really aren't taught how to process and move the uncomfortable emotions. We are taught that good feeling emotions are good, like being happy and appreciative, and that bad feeling emotions like anger or sadness have no purpose, and that we should suppress those and not express them. And what it does is it shuts us off. And we suppress them, and they hold inside of us, eventually building resentment, dis-ease, disharmony, instead of using them as they're meant to help us and to actually move them. Emotions are meant to be energy in motion. Thoughts, feelings are energy, and emotions are meant to move. So if you are feeling sad, and this can also be for feeling angry, our tendency often is to push the feeling away and do something else to distract ourselves. Perhaps over-exercising, or eating, or drinking, or numbing out with TV. And while there's nothing wrong with any of those things, this is an important distinction, that it's in avoidance of feeling and processing uncomfortable feelings. So what can we do instead? Well, first we listen. And perhaps get out your journal and ask yourself, why am I feeling so sad? Why am I feeling so angry? And without judgment, begin writing out whatever sort of shows up for you. And see if you can begin to uncover the truth. For me, as I really allowed myself to feel, of course, I miss the closeness. I worry about missing out on important milestones of loved ones. There's a part of me that feels guilty for leaving, that I'm not there to support the ones I love so much, that they might feel a sense of betrayal, though I know that that's not true. But if you allow yourself to feel what it is that you're afraid of, that is causing you to feel angry or sad, you will be able to play witness to it rather than just holding it. So when you write it outside of yourself, you can look at it and be the observer of what's inside here. Allowing yourself to feel is what processes the emotion. So instead of shutting it off, of suppressing it down, that's what a lot of our parents' generations have learned, is you just shove those emotions down and you keep going with life. To allow yourself to feel, to listen, is very different from wallowing. And I do understand that a lot of people suppress uncomfortable emotions because they're afraid of being overwhelmed by them and never getting out of them. To wallow is from a place of stagnation, pity, and fear. And when someone's in their shadow place of victim, it gives them a reason, an excuse to stay there and not move forward. That wallowing is very different from what we're talking about today, which is allowing yourself to feel, allowing yourself to process. When you allow yourself to listen, when you allow yourself to feel those uncomfortable emotions, it keeps them from being stuck like they are when we suppress them and we push them down. They get stuck and fester. If we allow ourselves to listen with intention, the intention is to learn, grow, move, process, and heal these emotions. They're meant to be helpful for us. Then eventually that emotion will actually dissipate. When you allow yourself to just feel what it is you're feeling, it may take a day, it may take 3 days, depending on the size of the trauma or what it is you're facing. It can also take longer. There's no specific time frame on this. But when you allow yourself to feel, and perhaps you don't want to feel it all day, so maybe you schedule time for yourself to allow yourself each day to feel, to listen. Eventually, the feelings dissipate. They begin to move with ease. And sometimes it's quite surprising, actually, that they begin to move when all we did was allow them. We didn't need to wrestle them to the ground. We didn't need to change them or fix them. We didn't need to make them wrong. That's a great way that we keep our emotions stuck, is just by making them wrong. When we make them okay and we allow them and feel them, they dissipate, and then we can intentionally focus our feelings to what we desire to feel, on feeling good. But this is important to go through those steps, not to just jump to feeling good as a way of distracting, of not feeling, of being in denial or spiritually bypassing. So it's a very subtle difference, but you can check in with yourself. Am I feeling something uncomfortable and jumping to feeling good as a way to avoid feeling? Or am I allowing myself with honesty and compassion and humility to feel what I'm feeling, to allow it to process, and then intentionally, with eyes wide open, focus on feeling good? There is much to learn from our uncomfortable emotions. They are trying to get our attention to beliefs that we're holding on to that are not in alignment to our soul's truth. Take it back to me feeling sad. My soul knows that I have no need to feel guilty for moving away from my family and friends. That I will be able to see them again, that they know that I love them, that I have the ability to have deep connections with them even from a distance. And all it takes is a phone call, a video chat, writing a letter, connecting through meditation. That I do not need to fear that their love for me will dissipate. But I think mostly it's the betrayal one for me. That somehow I have let them down by following my heart's path, by being happy on the other side of the planet. And that is the nugget or the gem for me to forgive myself for following my heart's path, for being happy on the other side of the planet. Because holding that guilt is keeping me from fully receiving what is around me, whether here in Bali or what's coming to me from Vancouver. Because I am surrounded by love and appreciation, and I deserve all of it. I deserve to feel good in this lifetime. And that is the truth that my soul wants my mind to align to. And that is the purpose of me feeling sad. And can be related for you in your own specific circumstance about whether you are feeling angry or sad. There is a message underneath there if you allow yourself to listen. And you need to tell yourself that you are safe to listen. You are safe to feel, to process. And the opportunity is to grow and to receive more love and light through the experience of the uncomfortable emotions. I wish you a blessed, blessed day.